I should have put on my slippers. My feet are so cold right now.
I just put mine on. What up, everybody?
Did
What
you?
up?
I'm
I
like,
yeah, I did. I
of course,
I
because
got
you
my
said you
slippers
do.
on.
Now I'm like, I got to because my feet are like, my
Yeah.
toes feel so cold. I was wearing my slides because I was like, oh, I'm comfortable, but
Mhm.
I have the heater on, but like, my socks are thin socks. Like I have these really thin, like no show socks, and
Yeah.
my feet are cold.
That's how mine are too. I wear those low ankle ones because of my circulation in the legs and stuff.
Right.
So. Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
like they're more comfortable.
Mhm.
So I'm like, fuck. All right, let's see who we got in here. You guys have to forgive me because I think I'm getting what my son has, like the throat and the chest stuff. So
Hey,
I'll be
look at
clearing
this.
my
There's my love. Hey,
Hey,
everybody.
beautiful Miss
My
Irene.
love and jewels. Hmm.
Hey Lisa, Christy M. Hi, beautiful, beautiful
Hmm.
Penny.
Penny.
Beautiful Miss Christy, Mr. Harvey. Thank you for coming.
Mhm.
Um, and Miss Veronica, how are you? How was everybody's weekend? Was it good? We didn't literally. Hey Lisa, we
It's
literally sat at home. Um,
Mhm.
was dealing with Noah. Had 2 nights in a row where he had such a high fever. Um, his whole body was burning
Mhm.
up. Like normally when he gets a fever, it's just his forehead or his head is hot.
Yeah.
Entire body had a fever. I felt so bad. But they're like, please, just watch him because when they get fevers, kids get fevers like that, they can cause seizures. So
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
couldn't sleep. So I'm
Oh,
exhausted.
I bet. Absolutely. Yeah. Tough
Beautiful
being a
Lala.
single mom. What's up,
Yeah.
Lola? Mhm.
Yeah. You had a great weekend, Christy. Good. Um, we were saying too. I was wondering how everybody felt about Harvey's interview last week. If you
It
guys
was
watched it,
it was good. It got good views. It's like over 300 now. So that was good. A lot of people saw it. You know.
right? I know
Absolutely.
I was getting messages and stuff from people saying, "Oh my god, it was such a great interview." Like I hope you have him
Mhm.
back on. I said we will for sure. Um,
Mhm.
it was like a lot of people said that they got something out of it, at one point or another. Because it was like made them think about, how bad they are like, oh, I just want to, take these chomos out. And they're like, just knowing that he was so open and honest about,
Uh,
how he was after it happened and,
mhm.
being young and stuff, they're like, it gave us stuff to think about, instead of just being so angry and hateful about it the whole time. So I was like, well, that's good.
Absolutely.
It
Yep.
was, Harvey. It was an honor for sure for us too.
Very true. Yep. Very true.
It was, Lisa. Harvey's such a good guy. Good
Mhm.
guy.
Well, I had my doctor's appointment this morning, like I was telling Jules, to give a recap to everybody because Irene and I spoke on our stream last night about my health. So I this morning I had an appointment with my cardiologist for the echocardiogram or whatnot. So he says the three aortic valves. He's like one of them is functioning properly like it should. The other two look fused together, so something ain't going right in that department. So he's already going to order the cardio catheterization that we were originally going to do to check for blockages. He's also going to check that spot and do whatever's necessary. So we got some type of closure now on what's going on. So let's just
And
pray
at least
that
now you have a
all
step.
goes well.
Yeah,
Hmm.
like you have a direction to go into now. Like now you'll know more what to look into.
Hmm.
You know. Hey, Rockstar. Hey, Chantel.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely. Hmm.
which is, I mean, I think that's major now that you have answers.
Hmm. Yeah. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, I could tell something's going on. Like,
Mhm.
you know your body better than anybody.
Right.
Um, so last year was a little bit different. I had the cardio catheterization last year. It was a little bit different. This year, it's a little bit worse than that. So,
So now, is it like when they do the cardio catheterization and the blockage that you have in the valve, are they like in different areas, or are they pretty close to each other, or what?
I'm not sure. I think they're in different areas because he spoke of the regular catheterization, and then he
Yeah.
said he's going to do the separate procedure while he's in there, so he can access it from the same point. But when
Right.
you go in, I think it's a separate
Okay.
spot.
Yep.
So they either go in through your groin or your wrist. And last time they went through my wrist. Those
Yep.
who were on my Instagram last year saw the recovery pictures of
Right.
my thing. So uh, everything, God willing, will go okay.
Yeah. Yep. I was just gonna say. I mean, I think like I said before, I think because of the timing and God just bringing you the amazing stuff that He has, it's kind of like
Mhm.
a little bump in the road slash challenge. Um, more for like to see your strength kind of thing. I think
Yeah.
like a trial. It's
Yeah.
not. You know, I don't think it's anything
True.
that can't be fixed or.
Mhm. Thank you, Lala. Appreciate that.
You're so sweet, Lala.
Mhm.
Rockstar, that's insane. Every one of your videos. I hope you what do you call them? Backed them up. Did you?
Lala, where did you write that message
What, that he
about?
had his oh,
No, this on the video. I
no,
usually see all messages.
no, she posted it up here
Oh no, let me
while you
scroll
were
up.
explaining about your heart.
My bad. Let me read it. I missed that you and Irene got engaged. What kind of friend am I? Congratulations, Brian. Much love and health to you, beautiful. Thank you, Lala. We appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yeah.
She's so cute. I love her.
Yeah. Irene's the best, so I couldn't ask for any better than her. So thank you very much for that. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was the perfect setting to do it too, out there in the middle of nowhere. So
Right, and on Romantic Street.
mhm. Exactly. True.
14 total gone. Damn, Rockstar.
Thank you, Harvey.
Still have all of them, luckily, but I'll be uploading on Rumble. Good. Yeah, I think um, that is going to be the best thing for everybody to be doing right now is just upload everything onto Rumble too. I mean, if you still do your thing on YouTube, until they take you down fully, then so be it. But
Mhm.
I think Rumble for now is the way to go. At least it's a platform that supports the catchers, and I think
Yeah.
that's the most important thing we can do for now. Because we definitely don't. I mean, we can't just allow them to silence us when we're speaking for kids.
Mhm.
Um,
True.
and it sucks because it's like in the process, it's like, some of these catchers get to the point where they're like, they just get so frustrated and they're like, I don't know what to do. Like most of the bigger teams are like, fuck it, we're going to Rumble. But,
Mhm.
some of the newer teams are like, I don't, I'm just like pissed off and frustrated and they just don't upload to Rumble.
Mhm.
And then we haven't heard from them. So hopefully they're on a platform somewhere. But
Mm.
um, I just hope, the catchers that we know very well that have been, fighting for the kids continue to fight for the kids and don't allow YouTube to silence us.
Mhm.
I thought so, Harvey. I thought you could do that, like, because I think Alex is one of the other ones that does that. Like his YouTube and Rumble is connected, so he can dual stream. Um, and then the Rumble is connected to the locals for like the membership, but like you can see the full video. Um, like videos that used to be on YouTube or whatever. You can see all those on the locals, you know.
Mhm.
And it was only $4 a month, so I became a member on there and took my membership off his YouTube, you know.
Yeah.
So because I'm like, it's not, it's $4 a month, and it's like I can't donate like I would like to, you know.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
Lala's so sweet.
Mm.
I just love her. Does anybody got any ideas of what they're gonna be doing for Christmas at all?
No. Staying home,
Me
staying
too.
warm. Yeah. It falls on a Sunday, right? Well,
I
that's
think so.
Sunday. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna look right now because for some reason I thought it was on a weekend too. So
Because I'm off Sunday, Mondays, and Tuesdays. So if it's that Sunday, we're off. Um, they
it is
they
on a Sunday.
yeah, they could have us coming in. Like Thanksgiving, they had the shift scheduled. I think like 1 a.m. to like 7 a.m. instead of 11:50 or something like that. I forget, but
Yep.
um,
Oh, let me get
hmm
on here and post the link too. I'm not a I'm not big at all, just over 1,200 subs, but I've gotten 6 arrests in the last 2 months here in Luzerne County. I'm just gonna keep going until the channel gets deleted. I'll keep making backups. Yeah, definitely make backups, Rockstar, because you're a badass catcher, and I would hate to see you, go away over stupid YouTube,
hmm yeah,
It's like, like I keep telling people, I feel like the more we submit and allow them to silence us, then they are automatically like, oh, we're winning, and they will do it more and more and more.
hmm true.
Thank you, Lala. I put it in a ponytail today because it is so long. It's kind of obnoxious. It gets in
Mm,
my way, you know. But
yeah.
I'm gonna
What's up,
post
Tiny?
the link in
Yeah,
the chat. So if any of you guys want to come up and say hello, you can.
yeah.
Um, I'm also going to post the Hey Tiny people's rumbles,
hmm
so that way it's in chat and people can sub to those. Rockstar, I don't think I have your rumble, to be honest, sir.
hmm Sir,
Lucy
we
said,
need we need.
"Lala, you got engaged as well."
Hmm. Yeah, I think Irene might have ran off, but she'll be back.
Yeah.
She has the link too. I sent her the link just in case.
Okay.
Hmm
I was gonna say I figured because I thought you said you did. Thank you, Lala, for doing that. Mister. Hello, Harvey.
How you doing?
Good. How
What's
are
up,
you?
Harvey?
Well,
Irene. Nope, I'm here.
Oh.
He trying to
well,
hmm
say you ran out.
hmm
thought I'd come up here for a few minutes.
Yeah, it was good to see you.
Absolutely. Hmm
Definitely a good surprise. Good surprise for sure. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. Nose is a little runny, but
Everybody's getting sick. you
yeah.
Yeah.
know,
That time of year.
it is, and I think like all the kids being in school and the way the weather has been either just so cold that it's not snowing or it's like insane. It was like
Mm-hmm.
12 degrees outside the other day. I took the kids out to the bus and I was like, bro, I'm about
Wow.
to throw on hoodies, a jacket, and a motherfucking bathrobe.
What's it like for you, Harvey? You're down south, right? What's your temperature right now?
It's not too cold right now, but it's rainy.
Okay.
Is it?
Yeah.
I hate the rain.
Yeah, it's been cloudy and rainy the last few days,
Yeah.
but
I think I honestly hate the rain more than I hate the snow.
I don't like cold rain, but
Mm-mm.
I prefer snow over cold rain.
Right.
Yeah.
But in
Yeah.
summertime, rain ain't bad.
Yep.
Yeah. I like the snow because, you know, if I had to choose, because you get less wet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
With
do.
snow, a
Yep.
lot less wet. So I'll take
And
that.
it's definitely not it's definitely not a good time if it is cold and you're getting, you
Right.
have to be out in the rain that long. It's like
Hmm.
you're like an ice box by the time you come in, and it's like you want to change, but you're so cold. You're like, it's gonna suck to
Hmm.
take this off my skin right now.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, it's such a pain in the ass.
But how
Right,
you guys
Abby?
doing?
I'm
Same
good.
old, same old. Yeah. Same old, same old.
Just dealing with my son being sick, and I'm starting to get it, like the throat and chest stuff.
Well, I think what you said earlier, kids being in school, that it spreads and stuff. It's just like in a prison. When somebody gets sick, everybody
Yes.
gets sick.
Yep.
Hmm.
It
Both the
really is.
correctional officers and the people in prison.
Yep. Because you guys, I mean, it's like you're all, you know, confined next to each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like you don't, I mean, like school, you don't really have many spaces to move around to.
exactly. In the classroom, you got everybody sitting real close together and everything. So if one
Right.
person goes, they're sick, then usually a lot of people get it.
Yep. I know,
Hmm.
because it's like sucks really bad when like your cellmate gets sick and you're like, bro, keep
It's
that up
very,
Yeah.
there.
it's very rarely that a cellmate gets sick and you don't get sick.
Yes, exactly. Yep. Like just
Hmm.
stand in the corner and breathe in the corner, please.
Right,
Yeah. It's bad enough when you go into the bathroom in the same cell, you know.
right, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, just
But,
lay in your bed and don't touch anything.
Yeah,
hmm.
exactly, right? You stay there till
True.
you get better. Don't
Right,
cough over the bed, cough in your shirt or something. Just don't fucking
right.
bring it in my area.
Hmm. True.
I used to tell one of the girls, I was like, I had three of them and we had three or four of us per cell or whatever. So um, I used to tell her all the time because she would be the one to get sick, like a lot. And I'm like, bro, I'm about to buy you like a little teepee tent thing for your face. And you
Hmm.
just like,
Mm.
when you get sick, just stay in your fucking bed. Just don't,
Yeah.
because then the rest of us are all sick at the same time. And she's like, I'm
It's
finally feeling
true.
better. And we're like, well, we're fucking sick because of you.
Hmm.
It
Get one
takes
of those COVID bubbles, you know. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
It only takes one correctional officer to come in with it too, and then
Yeah.
everybody's got it.
Mm.
Yeah, and I think they don't I don't know how it works for COs, but if they like give them, a little leeway, like, oh, I've got a cough going on or whatever, and they're like, nope, get your ass in here.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Or if these
Right.
COs are just like, oh, fuck it, I won't say that I have a cold, you know?
Hmm.
I think a lot of them don't say,
Right.
and or they don't realize it until they actually have it. They may have the start of one or something.
Yep. Hey, Sabby. Hey, Tracy.
What's going on, Tracy?
Yeah, I think that's mostly what happens is they don't speak up on it because they gotta have some kind of a policy for when they're sick.
But,
You know?
Rockstar was talking about his videos being deleted. I didn't have that many deleted, but I get a lot of them that's deleted or uh, not all at once, but they'll say,
Right.
"Oh, you can't post this. This is not monetized. This, you know,"
Right.
or they'll just mute it.
Yep.
Didn't they mute one the other day?
What?
One of my videos, didn't they just mute it or something?
They muted it only because of the original person's thing was removed from YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Somebody else's video that I had permission to use,
Yep.
they removed his video, and so they muted mine, which was
Oh, wow.
basically his.
Right. And it's like, yeah, I get it, but it's like, bro,
Hmm.
it's not on his channel now, so
But,
it's on mine.
but if it's anything to do with child molesters, that they come after me,
Yep. Right. Yep.
Hmm.
I was gonna say they probably all want to try to strike your channel and stuff, You're
Well,
welcome, Veronica.
Well, it's like Adam talks prison the other day. Or something, he goes, if we was talking about flowers or traveling or something, they wouldn't say nothing to us. But
Yes.
they just don't like our content.
Yep. And,
Yeah.
and that's the thing, is because they're like, oh, it's basically geared toward being against us, kind of thing.
Right.
you know.
And and you talk to other YouTubers that are outside of our genre, and they'll say, "Oh, you guys, they're not against you. It's just your content."
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like they are. I
It's
don't even
like,
get
well, if you're against my content, you're against me.
Yeah.
And I'm subscribed to a lot of other prison YouTubers, and of course you guys too.
hmm
And a lot of times I don't get notification.
We have that same problem.
I wouldn't have known about you having this live if you hadn't texted me.
Yeah, and that's why I send out a lot of, like, I'll go into like Gilded or whatever, and I'll post it. And Tech and Sammy, they're good about putting it in their Discord, so they can, at everyone, Voice of the Voiceless is live,
Right.
and they're luckily their bot is extremely friggin' accurate. Like, if I don't get a notification directly from YouTube, at least I still know for the most part, because I'll get their notification. A few times I've muted it, because it'll be like ping, 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 so many people on that throughout the day.
Mm-hmm.
But I started to get to the point that I'm like, I gotta unmute it again because I'm
Right.
missing all these notifications because YouTube's not.
And another thing, when I first subscribed to you,
Yeah.
And I tried to go find you, there's so many channels that's got similar names to yours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so I was glad that you sent that link.
Right. Yep. That's what I said too. I was like, I didn't, I was gonna put SWOS in front. But I'm like, I had such a hard time trying to figure out what a good name would be. And once I was settled on the name, I went in searching it, trying to figure out, how many people actually had names like mine. And I mean, it was like 5 or, 6
It's a
people
bunch.
that
Yeah.
had names kind of like mine before I even found my stream. I was
Right.
like, what the hell?
But
Did you change it again? Because I used to be able to find it, put an SWOS and a PP Miss Extra, but now it doesn't come up like that. So did you change it again?
No, but I think because the handle is a voice for the voiceless, like when it asked what I wanted the handle to be, I just put a voice for the voiceless.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about putting PP Mass Extra, which I might go in and just change it so that, if it'll still let me change it. That way, even though the channel name is a voice for the voiceless, when somebody types in PP Mass Extra, they can still find it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think Matt was the one who told me I should do that to make sure. Thank you, Damone. But I, always forget by the time I get off the freaking channel.
Right.
So it's like I gotta literally be on top of that shit. And
Well, when I first started my channel and you type in my name, you'd have all these other names.
It was mainly Steve Harvey.
Yeah, it was Steve Harvey and a whole bunch of others come up before
Yeah.
mine would actually come up,
Yeah.
And now I don't have that problem so much anymore. But yeah, it used to be, people used to have a hard time finding mine too.
Right. Oh, I bet. Yeah, because I mean, when I typed in Harvey, I mean, immediately it said Talks Prison, and I only typed in Harvey.
Right.
I was like, all right, cool. I'm like, he must get searched pretty often, so this is good.
Yeah, I don't have the problems I used to have, It was just, people used to have a hard time finding it,
Of course, Christy.
Never does Steve Harvey come up anymore.
No.
What are you at? 9,000 right now, Harvey?
Oh, no.
How many you got?
I got I think 4,500, close to it.
Oh wow! I don't know why I thought 9,000. I had that number in my head from something. Let me check it.
Yeah,
9,000 would be awesome.
9,000 would be awesome. Yeah, but
right.
That's that many more people getting the message, But that's what somebody. I think it was Adam was talking, and he said, I'm growing real slow. And I said, it doesn't matter if you're just reaching one person at a time.
Yep.
You know, one
Mhm.
person views that video and takes something away from it,
Yep.
you're doing something.
And that's what I said too. It's like, I mean, and at least you're earning your subs. You know what I mean?
Right.
It might be slow growing, but you are earning every single sub
Right.
because you're genuine and they like your content, and then, I mean, you don't know how many people they're sharing that link with. There might be a video that hits them a specific way and they're like, oh my God, I got to share this to, everybody I know. And then you got, 5 to
Mhm.
12 other people subbing to your channel,
Right.
because I noticed, like, for us too, like, we were slow growing at first, but it's like people will take certain videos and send the links out in clusters, so we'd get like a cluster of subs, and then it'd be slow again for another couple of weeks, or a month or two, and
Well,
uh,
Mhm.
also the more subs you get, it seems like YouTube puts things out there more,
yes,
Mhm.
and so the more you get, then you start.
Well, they suggest it to the people that are subscribed to you, friends, and
You
Right.
want the viewers. You want the viewers. I've seen channels with 300,000 subscribers and they got 100 in their chat. I've seen people with
right,
1,000 and they have 500 in their chat. So YouTube is funny like that.
Right,
it
but
is.
people like us, what you guys are doing and what some of us in the prison genre are doing. I think the views are more important because that means more people getting the message. You
Yeah.
know,
Absolutely. Yeah.
you know, yeah, we all like the subs, but I think the
Hmm.
views are more important.
Oh, they
You know,
are
Absolutely. Hmm.
big time. Because I mean, I think a lot of times too, you notice, as you're welcome, Christy. You notice, like, you might have like 100 people extra that are watching your channel but are not subbed, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
And I'm like, I mean, I don't care as long as you're getting something out of it, you know what I mean? you know
Exactly. There's channels that I watch and I've never subbed to, but I watch them periodically from time to time.
right.
Yeah.
Yep. And
Right.
that's it. It's like, I mean, I'll watch a show. I tell my kids too, because they will go on to my YouTube and watch a video, and they sub to like 80 things, and I'm like getting these things with these little puppets, and I'm like,
Right.
who is this? And I'm like, what even are you subbing to? You don't sub to. They're like, it says like, share, and subscribe. I don't care what they said. And just because you
Hmm.
Well,
like one video does not mean subscribe to it.
well, that's why there's some channels that that's not in the predator catcher or the prison genre. I don't sub to because I don't want it showing up on my feed all the time.
Right. Yeah,
True. Yep.
I
exactly.
want you. I want you. I want to click on open YouTube up and see you guys. You guys'
Right.
channels and stuff.
Yep.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah, the ones you're
the ones
watching.
you watch. Yeah.
Yep. Hey, Chris, thanks for coming.
Yep.
Um, yeah, I hate that. It's like if it pings all the time, and I am getting, like I said, a lot of notifications
Right.
for stuff that I don't even have any idea what the hell it is.
Mindy says if you're researching something on YouTube, always use a different account or
Yeah,
go
like
in
a
as a
guest
guest.
account or something. Yep,
Yeah.
that's a good idea. Yeah.
Thanks,
I
Penny.
literally was thinking about that the other day. I'm like, I'm just gonna have to start getting getting them to only go on through a guest account, because then they can't subscribe to shit.
Right. Exactly.
It's like, my God. I'm like, and some of these things are, you know, people playing Minecraft and stuff so they can learn how to do this next thing in it. And it's like, what? You guys, I'm not subbing to this. I'm getting video game notifications 24/7. Like,
Hmm.
I don't even know what Minecraft is for, what the point of it is. So, like, it's not useful for me. And then when
Right.
I'm looking for
Minecraft is
a
basically
subscription
for
I have, I'm
digital
like,
Legos.
Yeah.
you know,
Hmm.
like, I can't find the subscription. Oh, yeah, because I have 45 of you guys' subscriptions that are before mine.
Exactly. Yeah.
True.
So so the channels that I watch us outside our genre,
Yeah.
I don't sub to them because I don't want them all over my screen.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yep, exactly. That's
Yep.
one person that you otherwise wouldn't be reaching. Yep. That
yeah,
is true, Chris.
it's true.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, I know. It's crazy to see how many things they're watching. I'm just like shocked.
But anyway, I think it's a great union between you guys' genre and the prison genre. I think that's going to.
I agree.
I think in the
Mm-hmm.
future it's just going to keep growing. I think it's going to help everybody. Not
Yep.
just both of our genres, but the people we're trying to reach too.
Right. I think
And
it's definitely. I think it hits people different too.
yeah,
To know
Mm-hmm.
that the two are, entwined in some form or another. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yep.
exactly.
So I love that it's, becoming a thing.
I do too. I think it's great. And
Yep.
anyway, thanks for having me on. I'm going to get off of here now, and I got some things I need to do. But thanks for having me. And
Anytime for
again, thanks for telling me you was going live. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known.
You're welcome. You are so welcome.
I love
Thanks for letting
y'all.
us kidnap him, Mindy.
Yeah.
You
All
what?
right, Harvey.
I was saying thanks to Mindy for letting us kidnap you for a few minutes.
All right. All right. I love you all. You guys
All
have
right.
a good day.
We love
All
you
right.
too,
Take
Harvey.
care.
Have a good day. Let's see. Janice Brubaker said something up here. Oop. Of course, I can't scroll up. Oh, there we go. Did I pass it? Yeah, I did. Hey, Janice. Thank you for coming. Let's see. Oop. Tracy asked how you're feeling, Sean.
Yeah, I wrote her. I'm okay. Thank you. Been better, been worse.
Right.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
A little bit of both.
I've been better, I've been worse, so I'm all right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hopefully you're well.
Really, Sabby? Like, I know that the boys, when they play it or whatever, it's like, I mean, I thought it's just like some building, whatever, but like, I get so frustrated looking at it, or the robot
Mm-hmm.
voice that's like one whatever, and I'm like, what are you doing? I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
guess if you played it with the volume down, it probably wouldn't be as bad, but
Yeah, and that Fortnite stuff.
yeah. I know the kids have
Mm-hmm.
already said, I want Fortnite V-Bucks for Christmas. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You do too, Veronica? That's crazy. I know a lot of people literally play it.
Mm.
I think because the kids have to have the volume blaring and I can't stand that robotic thing. But because of that, them playing that, it's like all the subscriptions that they have on my YouTube end up being, like this person, playing this part of Minecraft or whatever. And it's like, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, you could just play it and figure out the next move,
Yeah.
Um,
I only play the sports games.
yep,
Any other game I really don't mess with. Just give me like the football, the hockey, the baseball,
right.
even tennis. I play
Yep.
that. So
Yeah, I'm like, take me back to Mario.
Mario too. That was good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I have
Exactly.
we just got the Sonic game or whatever, and I'm like, I am absolutely infatuated with Sonic. And what else do we have? We have Sonic, the Spyro game.
Mm-hmm.
Um, shit, why can't I think of the one that I really like? Damn, I can't even think of the other one that I like a lot. Um, but there's a few of them from like way back in the day that I like. I downloaded Street Fighter and the old version of Tekken.
Mm.
you
Yeah.
know,
I used to play those on the arcade ones, but I
yeah,
never played it on that. But remember Mike Tyson's Punch Out from back in the day?
hmm
That
that
was
was a
the
good
best.
game.
Yeah, and Legends of Zelda
Yep, I was gonna
and
say Zelda. Yeah, I loved
Yeah,
Zelda.
and
That was so much
Contra.
fun.
Yeah, those are all good.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, yeah, the graphics weren't great then, but they were so much fun to play, you
Hmm.
know?
Yep.
Uh, and they had so many, like even freaking Paperboy. I mean, it was boring as hell, but it was so much entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Exactly.
um,
Yep.
it's like if you were to play it now, I mean, yeah, you'd probably be like, why did I play this? I'm fucking riding a bicycle and flinging papers,
Mm-hmm. Paperboy. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
papers at people. But yeah, see, okay, I'm not alone, Lisa.
Mm.
Lisa's like, I love Paperboy.
I used
Yeah.
to be a real paperboy back in the day with a. I didn't say nothing, but she's coming up here. It was
Yep.
a surprise. There
Hey.
is. Look at the queen. Uh oh.
You
Look
look
at the
beautiful.
queen. Mm, mm, mm,
Oh,
mm, mm.
I can't hear you guys very well. Let me go up and come back.
Go
Okay.
up and come back. Hmm.
I
She
love
told me
her.
she was. Yeah. She wrote me. She's like, I'm coming up to give you guys some strength. I said, okay. So.
Yay. I love her so much.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Steffi.
What's up, Steffi?
And some root beer game. Why can't I think of what game that is? Root beers. Let's see. Was that from Nintendo, Lisa, or like Super Nintendo, or what? Do you remember? Like, I do remember like some of the games on the Atari and stuff too, like that plane shooting game or whatever.
I had Atari, then Nintendo, then I think the Sega Genesis,
Yep.
but I never got into the Xbox or the PlayStation. Never really had those.
Yep. I
Yeah.
have I always like I still have my taper. Okay. I think I remember that.
Mhm.
Tap for you. 1983. Yep. Nice
Yeah.
game.
I'm back like I never left.
You're back.
Love it. I
You are
love it.
back. Mm.
You look so
Mhm.
beautiful. I'm so
Thank you,
excited you're
Jill.
here. I'm
How
so
are you
excited.
doing today?
Yeah, how are you?
I'm good.
You're good.
I'm good.
One of those chillaxed days. That's what I said. It's like I have to chillax today now having this cold starting.
Hmm.
It's like
Yeah.
getting crazy in my chest and stuff, like the lower part of my throat and my upper chest. I'm like, not that I need it while I got a sick kid, but
Mhm.
um,
I just came up here to make some noise. That's all. And
I
just
love
give
it.
you guys support.
I
Make
love
the
it.
noise. Make the noise.
I was
You
gonna
know.
say, please do.
Mm. Yeah. Mm.
Oh Lord.
I love
Hmm.
it
Miss
when you come up.
Miss Laffy. So what's up, Mama? What are you
Oh
up to?
Lord. Shouldn't I laugh?
Shouldn't I laugh? Shouldn't I laugh? Yeah. Laugh all you want.
I was gonna say, please, yes, it's
Yes.
contagious. She
Mm.
does. She
Yeah,
has a
it
contagious
is. Mm-hmm.
laugh.
You got
It's
that Bluetooth
contagious
in.
for real.
I know you got that Bluetooth in, don't you?
No, no, no. I'm not wearing anything.
She's
Oh.
like, nope.
Nothing.
Mm.
I
Nothing. Nothing.
Anytime we're on panels, she always sounds weird to me. I don't know why, and it's
Really?
usually the Bluetooth. Yeah, but
I
when
was
I
gonna
watch
I
the
think it's your
stream,
phone.
Yeah,
I
because I
think
was
it's
gonna
your
say she
phone.
sounds fine to me.
well, if it was my phone, I should have gave you this phone and took the Samsung, right? The new one. I should have did.
Maybe.
I should have did that shit.
Maybe
Nah,
that's what we would have done.
it's
Sean's
the
like,
Well,
next time, babe, we're gonna do a trade.
hmm it's the headphones. It's got to be the
exactly.
headphones. But at least it's not
No,
making
I'm
that
not.
right ringing in my ear no more.
Yeah.
That went away, and you were able to hear that too. So
Yeah,
like,
Mhm.
you know,
Oh,
that's
so
why
at
cool.
is
least
this got fallen? Okay.
at
And
least
what was
it's
it?
not
Was
doing that.
the earbuds that was doing the ringing?
I don't know.
No,
Because
I think it's the earpiece. It
yeah,
wasn't
Right.
functional at that time, but now it's good
Yep.
it
Yeah.
just magically went away by itself. I don't know.
by
It's weird.
itself. Yeah.
Wow.
So, mhm.
Start shaking the headphones.
Because I bought the new pair of headphones and it was still doing it. So I'm like, okay, it's something to do with the phone. I'm thinking it's the headphone jack itself.
Right.
Um, and then one day it just disappeared, and I didn't even notice that it was gone. To be honest with you, I had no idea. You know,
There you go.
yeah. Hmm.
I was gonna say because I remember you buying that like the new pair of headphones or whatever because you were having the issues with the other ones.
I still got them. I threw them in a bag over here.
Right.
So I'll just keep those for like a backup pair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dickie, you rebuilt your regular Nintendo? So it's new old. Still have the original gray gun. What? For Duck Hunt? That's dope. All the Marios and the old Donkey Kong for Super and regular Nintendo. That's dope, Vicky. I still have my regular Nintendo somewhere, packed at my mother's house, but I said I would love to buy another regular Nintendo and like let the boys play it. I think they would have a good time with it. Because we have a PS4, but
Hmm.
I suck at the controls on that. I'm like, I'm used to the Nintendo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, those newer controllers have so many buttons on them. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm like, so when we're playing, we played Street Fighter, and I'm like,
Hmm.
this is a game I used to play,
All
you
you need
know,
is
Yeah.
two buttons with that.
you
Two
know.
buttons. That's it.
Yeah. So I'm
Hmm.
like, now I was like holding the PlayStation 4 control and I'm just tapping all the buttons. Like, I don't know what they do. So I'm just tapping them
Hmm.
all, like, just whatever I can do. And they're like, whoa, how'd you do that, Mom? I'm like, I have no idea. And I
No
probably
clue.
won't be able to do it again.
Exactly. It was
you
it was
know?
luck. Yep. It was
Yep.
luck. Hmm.
It's like, I just press a bunch of buttons, guys. Just try it.
Hmm.
Mom's secret to winning is pressing the buttons.
I still do that even on my laptop. I just press buttons and see what
Right.
happens. The worst that can happen is it's gonna blow up. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? So yeah.
Exactly. It's like just see
Hmm.
whatever works when it starts working, then you'll know.
Exactly. Yep.
Um, that game, I don't remember the name. Round one fight. The one that says round one fight. I think it is either Tekken or Street Fighter. I think,
Hmm.
right? Is it Street Fighter or Tekken? Do you know?
I'm not sure.
I
I
think
haven't
it's
played
Street
those in
Fighter.
years. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure because then I think it's like round one fight.
Hmm.
I
Yeah. That
remember that.
it sounds familiar. I remember hearing that.
Yeah,
Yeah. I don't
yeah.
know which game it was though.
You can get one of the new mini regular Nintendos with built-in games from like Walmart. Oh, really, Dickie? That's cool. Like we have the Switch or whatever, and you can download the Nintendo, um, the regular Nintendo for that. And I did, but Mortal Kombat. Thank you, Dickie.
Mm,
I couldn't think of what it was. I'm like, I know it's one of those games that I liked.
yeah.
Um,
I remember hearing that in the arcade. Every
yeah,
time I would go in there, ready, fight, or whatever the hell it said. Yeah,
yep, exactly.
that's funny. Mhm,
Mortal Kombat. Yep, that's
mhm. Where they rip the guy's head off and they're holding the head in the air
it.
like this. Like
Yep.
that was crazy. Mm,
Oh.
yep.
So
Mhm.
the kids getting excited for Christmas, Irene?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just ran away from where they were because they're on their tablet and they want to also watch cartoon, and I don't know
Yep.
what to do with them at at the same time. So I had to come up with to stay off them for now.
Yep. That's like my kids. They're like, they gotta have something on the TV while they're on the phones or I'm like,
Mm.
what are you playing a game for? Because the cartoons, like I could shut the TV off and they're like, no, I need it in case, my game's loading and I want to watch something. Like it loads for
Oh,
like 5 seconds. What do you mean?
Yeah. When do your kids go on Christmas break, Jules? When do they go on break?
The 20, let me see.
Because hers are already on Christmas break.
Are they
They're off
really?
until
yeah.
the third. Yeah.
Oh,
There
nice.
it's
Hmm.
very early. Hey, Justine, what's going on with you? Hopefully you're
I
well.
I think it's next week they start.
Okay.
Because yeah, I think it's like the 20, maybe the 20th or the 20. No, not the 20th because that's Noah's birthday. It's sometime after that. So maybe it's the 22nd um that they're off, and then they go
Hmm.
back January 3rd.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think the boys one is a week after the New Year, the New Year
Yeah.
celebrations. A week after, they're not going
Yeah.
back immediately.
Yeah.
Their pictures just came in from the modeling agency. That's what
Mm,
I'm downloading now to check. Just came in.
nice. Nice.
That's awesome.
Well, they go to a private school too. They don't go to a public school. So
Right. Yeah.
private school may be a little bit different.
Yep.
How they work it.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Private school, they are under the instructions of the state government, and
Right.
the federal government don't have anything to do with the private schools here. It's
Yep.
the state government where the school is and where you registered your business. So they are the
Mhm.
ones in charge of all those things.
Oh wow.
Yeah. The federal schools are not something to write home about at all. Like,
Yep.
you can't send your child there, not even your enemy's child. But
Really?
that was the one I attended though. So
Oh, it
Mhm.
back
is.
then it was, yeah. Back then it was good, but now you can't send your kids there because one, there is no security.
Yeah.
Two, the teachers there are, some of them are bullies,
Yeah.
some of them are dysfunctional adults that are there,
Yep.
and some of them are pedophiles.
Oh
Mm.
wow.
Both men and women. Yes, both men and women. Because I
Yep.
remember back then when we used to have this thing called core members in Nigeria.
Yeah.
When you are done with your university, or if you didn't stop at your BSc, you want
Mhm.
to furthermore to do your masters. After
Yeah.
your masters or after your BSc, you are going to serve the country for like 1 year.
Yeah.
So during those periods, is either they assign you to a school, they
Yep.
assign you to a farm, wherever. If you were doing something that has to do with medicine, they assign you to an hospital. With law, they assign you to a law firm or something. So
Mhm.
the ones that did something with agri, biology, anything that has to do with teaching, they
Yep.
assign them to secondary schools. That those are high schools, middle schools, um, and universities.
Mhm.
So those ones that they assigned to secondary schools, that is the high school. Those ones, they always, like, you're going to always hear molestation issues. The
Mm.
core members are harassing the students.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If the core members are not doing that, the students are going to do it to the core members, both
Yeah.
male
Mm.
and female. So that's how it
Mm.
is. There is nothing like structure of
Yeah.
checkmating these things.
Mhm.
Nobody's checking out what is going on. Both the government, the teachers, the principal of the school, the head teachers, nobody's checking anything. So you are just there on your own by
Wow.
God's grace. So
Yeah.
that's how it works. But in the private sector, they checkmate everything down
Mhm.
to
Mm.
the toilet where they use, down
Yep.
to the cafeteria, down to the gate, everything.
Good.
Yeah, they check
Well,
everything out. That's why most parents prefer their kids to go to a private school, even if it's cheap.
Right.
They prefer that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
So
do
that's why the behavior.
too. I would
yeah.
too, for sure. I mean,
If you can
Oh, these
afford it,
pictures are
yeah.
lovely. Oh
If you
my
can afford
goodness.
it, yeah.
yeah.
Well, I can't wait to see the pictures.
They're
Wonderful.
so nice.
I'm sure they are.
Oh,
What are they? And you said they're from the modeling agency. You said.
Yeah, she
yeah.
uploaded the premiere. They did a photo shoot for a clothing company,
Yeah. Nice.
and that's the pictures. Yeah, so they might have more gigs coming up. Hopefully, that'll be great.
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
Mhm.
I'm excited. I want to see.
Yeah.
Man, this is so fine. Oh Lord.
All right. Well, share them with us. Share them. Stop
Yeah.
talking
I
about
wish
it and
it was
share them.
laptop. I would have been able to do screen share. Oh Lord. See how they look like the children from the 80s.
Oh,
Hold on. Let me put you on solo. Hold on.
Yeah.
they came out so good.
Yeah. So good.
Yeah.
Let me bring another one.
Mhm.
I love it.
Man, they're so fine.
They are. Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Striking
All
a
right.
pose. Yeah. That's the older one. That's Dario. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are
And this
some
Mhm.
one.
badass pictures. Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I love
Mhm.
it. That's awesome.
Good stuff.
Oh, look at this one. This one is amazing.
Oh,
Oh
that
my
yes,
goodness.
that
Mhm.
one is really amazing. Oh my
Yeah.
god! Wow.
And they got to keep the
Oh,
clothes. They got to keep those clothes too,
Oh,
which
they
is
did?
good.
yeah,
Good.
Yeah.
they get to keep these clothes. Yeah,
Yep.
Mhm.
everything from the boots, the leather jacket, the white inner, everything they use that they were asked to keep them.
Mhm.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
cool. That is cool that they let them keep them, you know?
And these are not cheap, but Sean is telling me
To
he's telling
us,
me it's cheap. It's not cheap.
to us,
Right.
it's different. You know what I mean? You know?
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, the boots goes for 22,000.
That's $40.
Okay. I
Yeah,
was like,
That's not
I was like
expensive for us, Irene.
$42,000.
Not expensive. Let's not get into that. Let's not look silly here. Don't
for
go
real.
into
Like
that.
for the price of a friggin' Coach purse or some shit.
Yeah. The
$40
people
is
in
expensive.
Nigeria,
It
that's
is. It
expensive.
is.
The people there, yes, it's expensive, but
Yep.
you know,
It
It's
is.
expensive as far as I'm concerned. Like getting a $40 shoe,
hmm
Especially for
and it's a
kids. I feel like, you're paying like $40 for a pair of shoes for a kid when you
hmm
know they're gonna grow out of them in a couple of weeks. Really,
yeah,
yeah, that's
Um,
the thing. That's the thing. They grow out of those things
yeah,
quickly. Like the jeans. When I googled the jeans and the name where it came from, the
yep,
jeans alone, that's the pants they're wearing is
right,
15K. I don't
yep.
know how much that is in dollars, but it's 15,000
always
naira.
double it. Always double it. Let me do it. I'll give you the exact, but I always double it because that's usually close to what it is. Okay, 15K. Because I
Yeah,
know the
fifteen
price is
k
pretty
dollars.
much, 15K. Hold on, K naira.
It's expensive as far as I'm concerned.
Irene, it's not. Stop bringing. You keep telling. It's not. Who the hell pays for it? I mean,
Right.
Jesus Christmas. It's $33.
Sean's like, I'm not complaining. It's
Jesus Christmas. Yeah.
fine.
Holy cow.
So
Oh,
what do
What's
you?
nice is
man, that
what's
thing is
nice is
expensive.
what's nice is they got to keep it, and hopefully the next gig that they get is a paid gig. Let's just hope for that.
Right.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So
Yep.
yeah.
hmm
I was just gonna say at the end of the day, it'll probably be worth it because they'll probably continue to get other
Yeah.
people to see it and
Well, I said to her, I said, "What do you want to be like the Kardashians, mom? You want to be the momager?
No,
You
not a
know?"
Kardashian's mom, please. No way.
a momager.
I said, "Is that what you want to do? You're gonna ride them to retirement? Go for it." You know?
Wait,
She's
I
like, nah,
did.
I don't want to deal with all
but,
that.
I was
but
at
if they
work when
get a
I
few
said that to
jobs,
her.
yes,
hmm
yes, I should
Right,
manage them after all. Who
Yeah.
else is good to manage them?
hmm
right.
So
True.
I'll manage them. Hmm.
True.
Yeah.
Very true.
That's what
hmm
I always said though too. I said, if my kids ever ended up doing stuff like that, like I would rather be front and center.
Yeah.
Because I'll be damned if somebody tries to take advantage of the kids' money. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Because people are
Absolutely.
so quick to do that shit these days.
Of
True, Kurt.
course.
Every penny does count, Kurt. Very true.
It
But now
does.
I
Yeah.
got her. I set her up on Facebook Marketplace. We just found out that they have Facebook Marketplace in Nigeria, so um, she's gonna list some of the older clothing that they have to try to make
Yeah.
a few
Because they
bucks
run
off
out
of
of
them.
they grow out of their clothes so fast. Like under 2 months, they are bigger than their clothes. So
Right.
and they don't use it too rough because there's a way I manage their clothes when I'm washing them. I use liquid soap for the colored clothes, and
Right.
then for the white clothes, I use detergent. So it maintains those clothes. So it's
Yep.
something you
hmm
can resell, and make good
Right.
money
And
out of it. So
you don't use a dryer. You hang them out to
no, no,
dry.
no, I don't use dryers. I use
Yeah.
sunlight.
Yep.
hmm
So I'm just
Okay.
waiting because my Facebook Marketplace DM is full. Since
Is it?
yesterday, I've been getting requests. Is this available? Is this still available? So I'm just waiting for them to meet me at where we're supposed to meet. Then
Right.
they make their
hmm
choice and pick what they want to pick.
There
Yeah.
you go. That's awesome. Yeah, Facebook Marketplace. I mean, you find so much shit there, and I mean,
hmm
people are very like quick. They're prompt with like, once. I mean, people are on it all day, every day. Checking
hmm
out different things in there. So, I mean, I always say that's to me that's the place to go.
Absolutely. Yeah, it is. It's very good.
Oh my
Very good
goodness,
sight.
just
Yeah.
saying.
Even our son's uncle sends birthday gifts and cards to our house because he knows his mom steals the cash. Well, there you go. Yeah, that'll happen too. Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
That's too
Hmm.
funny. How it's a plant that
Hmm.
grows. If you happen to catch it on fire, it might have some effect.
Hmm.
Oh shit.
Stealing the money for beer. That's classic. I would have stolen the money for weed back in the day.
I
I
was
mean,
just gonna say,
yeah.
if it was me. Yep.
Hmm.
If it was me back then. Blaze actually brought me over some cookies and brownies his girlfriend made, his fiance made. Yeah, because I'm like, I don't smoke, you know what I mean? But like, I'll eat an
Yeah.
edible or something before bed to help me sleep or like help ease my pain so I can sleep.
Yeah.
And so he was like, "Oh, he's like, you gotta try these that my wife made," and I'm like, "All right, you know." I literally ate a piece and I was able to sleep through the night. A piece of
Wow.
one
Yeah.
cookie.
Wow. So
I
they
was
live
like,
close by you, huh? That's good.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, if
Wow.
it was me when I was 16, I probably would have ate them all. You know,
Well,
Right. Me
but
too. Me too.
I
Hmm.
have like a small, I mean, and I mean like probably crumb size, bro. And I slept. So I was like, thank you.
Hmm. Exactly.
I
10
was like, these
cookies.
things
That's
will
right.
last me, for well over a month.
Hmm.
Yeah, Blaze is awesome.
oh Lord.
I was
Yeah.
like really excited to meet him and 10 and the baby.
Mm.
Their baby is so freaking cute. He's so adorable. I literally call him Mini Blaze 10 because for the longest time I did not know his name.
Is he over a year now? I remember, like,
I think he is
uh,
one, I
yeah.
think, or he's about to be one.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, I didn't know his name for the longest time, so it was like I'm like, oh, how's Mini Blaze 10? So it looked like Blazeston.
Hmm. Yeah. That's awesome.
Like,
Yep.
pretty nifty there. What you did there. I was like, yep.
Hmm. Yeah, Kurt. I never had an edible in my life. Never.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
I stopped smoking when edibles were basically like becoming
Coming
mainstream.
out. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let me grab my medicine real quick. Hold on.
Oh, really,
Okay.
Justine? I didn't know. Wait.
It's like almost 2. It's almost 2 p.m. your
Yes,
time.
it is. It is. Okay, let's see what you said here about the cup here. We are so glad we get to meet him and the team in person next Grumpy Cup. Oh, cool. Greenfield, Mass. Okay. That's cool. I didn't know you guys were like that close. Are you tiny? Tell him I said thanks for the cookies. It slept
Oh
good.
God.
Can you send me the rest the rest in an envelope through the
From the
mail?
way down below.
Run a bubble. Dicky.
But I don't know if she has tried this medication before.
Mhm.
It's a China remedy for body massage for bones that are paralyzed.
Yeah.
Forgotten the name, but it's like bottles. They put it on your back,
Yeah.
down to your waist, sometimes down to your legs to
Yeah.
massage your nerves and your veins. I don't know if she has tried that. She should try it. It works. It works for so many people to stand up again and walk.
Wow. I would
Yeah,
love to figure that
forgotten
out.
the name. Is it hot bottle? Hot bottle massage. That's the name.
Oh, the bottom of that. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll have
and
to.
acute puncture also works. It helps too.
My cousin Jess is a licensed acupuncturist and she has been begging me to do it because I have
It's
degenerative disc disease.
good. Try it.
And
You would love you.
I
You
was
will be
like,
happy with yourself.
yeah. And I told her,
But it's painful.
I have a fear of needles to begin with. And she goes, girl, she's like, you're a recovering addict and you're gonna say this. But I'm
Mm.
like, yes. I'm like, I mean, when I was getting the injections in my spine, for my back, it
Mhm.
was a lot, I mean, my back was numb for the day. most of the day. But then, later at night, it was hard to sleep because I was, trying to sleep on
Yeah.
6 different needle spots. I mean, and they're injections, so it causes
Mm-hmm.
soreness site to
Yeah.
begin with. But the whole next day, it's like hard to walk and stuff. My spine would hurt. And then it would be less painful, the next couple of days, and I'd be all right for a couple of weeks. But it's a procedure you're only supposed to do twice through in a year, because you're
Yeah.
not supposed to be able to do it that often. But
Mm.
it didn't last in my back for long,
We looked into that for
Yeah.
me. We looked into that and hypnosis and a few
Yep.
things.
Acupuncture.
So yeah,
Right.
acupuncture and all that stuff. So yep. But when I come there in a few months, Irene, you and I will go do that together.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
Blaze. Someone said cookies.
Mhm.
Blaze is like, someone say cookies.
Mhm.
well, fast.
I was telling them,
Hmm.
Blaze, how I ate literally like a freaking piece of one of the cookies, and I was able to sleep. You know,
Mhm.
um, it was really helpful because my back is the most sore at night. Like, I have to lay on my back, but like if I turn to my side at all, it causes me a lot of pain. My spine is stiff. I have to like basically sleep somewhat sitting up. My neck pillow I have to have like 4 or 5 pillows behind me, and then 2
Hmm.
pillows underneath my head, so my back is like, kind of bent.
Mhm.
um because I can't lay flat down. It causes me too much pain. By the time I get up in the morning, I'm can't barely get out of bed if I do. So
Yeah.
Okay.
but they're getting
Try,
bad. The pain's
try
getting really
yoga.
bad.
Mhm.
Try yoga. Juice.
Yeah.
Just try yoga.
Yeah.
You get some relief. Try
Yeah.
yoga. Like there's this stretching yoga that they call it baby. Is it baby bend or something? Your head has to go inside your
Yep.
chest, and then you stretch your hand forward while your knees are backwards.
Yep.
You're going to really stretch. Like you feel it in
Yeah.
your spine. You
Yep.
feel it there. So if you try it, you'll be relieved. I remember
Yeah.
when I
Mhm.
was pregnant with my second child, I was having something like spinal pains on my back. But
Yep.
because I was in India at that time,
Mhm.
so the physiotherapist put me through some yoga routine. I
Yep.
got great relief. She
Really.
taught me how to use the 4 corners of the house.
Yeah.
Man, I never knew the 4 corners of the house was that important until that period. I
Mm.
Right.
use those 4 corners and relieve my spine. Till today, I don't feel them because
Yep.
sometimes I try to go back into this yoga routine to help me,
Yep.
Mhm.
and that routine also helped me in standing my breast.
Mhm.
They are not that flat as they're supposed to because of those
Right.
routines.
Yep. Yeah, somebody else
So
was telling me to give yoga a try, and I hadn't yet. But
Mhm.
because I'm like, I mean, I feel like, I'm like, I've done the stretches and stuff that they give you from the physical therapist, or your
yeah,
Yeah.
chiropractor, or the orthopedic oncologist has given me the same stretches and stuff to do. But I'm like,
We're older. We're like stretching. No, we're older. I ain't doing no damn
yeah,
stretching.
I'm like, it causes me
you're
pain
not.
to move, and you want me to
Mhm.
contort like that?
Exactly. My spine is backwards. The spine is supposed to be like a forward C. Mine is backwards from a car accident. So
Yes.
mine is all messed up,
Right.
but I don't feel it. It's just
Right.
my neck is a little misaligned, but
Yeah.
my back doesn't cause me pain, which is good,
Right. Yeah,
so.
that's good. Yeah. Yeah.
There are yoga exercise for everything. For
Yep.
Mhm.
everything. Recently, I discovered yoga for ulcer.
Really?
Hmm.
Yeah, it's there. If you watch the video, you will see the process how it goes.
She
Yoga for
looks into
ulcer.
everything. She looks into everything. Yes.
I
Mhm.
look,
Yep.
yeah, because I love to research for natural remedies for stuff. And I
Right.
Mhm.
discovered yoga has strong treatment to so many things also. There's yoga for hypertension,
Yep.
yoga for digestion, yoga for ulcer. There is even
Mhm.
yoga for one cancer, I think colon cancer.
Yeah.
Mm.
Check it out. Yeah,
Wow. That is
it's
cool.
there.
I'll have to look into that because I didn't know. Like, I just figured, it's like just yoga, you know.
She's my
Like,
personal doctor. She's my personal doctor.
right.
My doctor, my nurse.
I can see
I'm
why.
I'm blessed. I always
Lala,
have her
you
on
do
speed
goat
dial.
yoga?
Oh,
Yeah, she
goat
does go
yoga is
yoga.
my favorite. I've not
I
seen that before. I'm going to watch a video.
I know
Lala, do you
I
have a video on your channel for that?
Yep,
Goat
I
yoga.
heard about it, but I've never like watched a video on it. But I always thought it was like they just bring goats in there and they
Yeah, they
do
stand
yoga.
on your body. That's what they do. Yeah, they'll stand on your body. It's not like you're
Oh,
doing
they
yoga
stand
with the
on
goats.
you. See, I thought they
Yeah.
just sit in the room with you, and I'm like, well, what's the fucking point though? Like you're in a
Mhm.
room doing yoga with or without the goats in.
Exactly.
Good thing
Chiropractor.
you said that, Sean.
Exactly. That's crazy.
Wow.
Chiropractors scare
But
me. Exactly, Veronica.
goat yoga is fun. Okay?
Right.
I like
Yeah,
to see that.
Veronica.
I
I
did the
Even I,
chiropractor for
even now, I'm
4
scared of
years.
what Veronica is talking about. I don't like it because so many people have lost their life through that thing.
Yeah.
mhm.
Where the way they twist people's necks and twist people's spines, I don't like it.
I
Right.
don't
And then
either.
they do it for if you want to grow taller.
Yeah.
They drag your neck up, stretch your legs.
Oh
Man,
wow. Yep. Exactly. Yeah,
Hmm.
I don't like it
I
at
did the
all.
No,
chiropractor
no.
for a couple of years after my really bad car accident when I was 16, and I mean, I felt the relief when he would, pop my neck or my back or.
Mhm.
Um, but I would be in a lot of pain after, the
Mhm.
next couple of days. And it's like, I need to go back. I need him to repop I need my neck done again. So I was going, every week, but I'm like, feel like because I went for so long
Mhm.
and, it only gave me relief while I was doing it. It's like, I feel like it caused me extra issues after.
Mhm. True.
Hmm.
Exactly.
Because it was almost like a routine for that long, you know what I mean? For that long. And then I
Yeah.
stopped doing it. Now I pop my own back and my own neck. But
Mhm.
I'm like, it's probably not a good thing for me either, considering I have osteoarthritis in my spine and
True.
Oh no.
rheumatoid arthritis is in my knee and stuff. It's bad because that stuff's what makes it so painful in the cold and I mean, when the rain's coming, I can feel that shit coming, the rain or the snow. I'm like, okay,
Mhm.
guys, it's gonna snow or rain. I can tell you right now. you know.
Exactly. You're the meteorologist. Same
I
with
want to
me.
ask.
Yeah.
I want to ask you guys something. Like I don't know, but I want to
Mhm.
find out. Are there doctors for mental health or
Mhm.
Of
therapists
course.
for mental health?
Of course there is. Yeah.
Doctors or which
Yeah.
one? Doctors or therapists?
Both.
Yeah, I was
Why?
gonna say there's both, but I feel like therapists are probably the best for mental health.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
Because they're there to talk to you to get out, get to the deep root of things. Whereas a doctor is like, here, I'll prescribe you an antidepressant or I'll prescribe you this. Your therapist will,
Okay.
they'll prescribe you the antidepressant and continue to talk to you to, get to the root of the problem. I mean, if you think about
Oh,
it, leave the root of the problem there and I mean, it's just you're piling on top of it. You're only getting the first layer off. So the rest of it never
Mhm.
gets to come out. Um,
Yeah. True.
you know.
okay.
Mhm.
That's good.
I speak with my
Well,
therapist literally religiously every Monday at 10:30 for an hour on the phone.
Yeah.
I've been with her for the last 6 years and I am like, thank God you take on my shit, but I hope your therapist is good because
Mhm.
and she's like laughs at me every time because she's like, what do you think I need a therapist because I'm your therapist? I'm like, yeah,
Mhm.
I got problems, girl.
Yeah. Irene's my therapist too. She acts as everything.
Yep.
She's the therapist, the doctor, the nurse. Yep.
oh Lord.
Mm.
Irene's like, I'm gonna need a therapist now.
It's true. Yep. It's true.
Well, there are some things I do to myself, and I find them therapeutic for me.
Right.
You know, I
Mhm.
talk to myself a lot. Like if it looks like I want to give up, I'll
Yep.
be like, I don't need to give up now because
Yeah.
this life is sweet.
Yeah.
Let me put it that life is sweet, man. Like
Yep.
somebody said sometime, he said, oh my God, am I going to die this young and leave all these beautiful things in the world? No, I'm
Right.
not going to die. I can't die now.
Yep.
You
That's why I
know?
always say we're our biggest cheerleaders. You know what I mean? Like we
Mhm.
got people in our lives who are, rooting for us and cheering us on, but I think we are our own biggest cheerleaders,
Yeah, it's true.
Absolutely.
because it's
Mhm.
like
Like,
who else in that moment when you're already in your head about something, and who else is staring
mhm,
you in the face, I mean, you're the only one that's
mhm.
going to genuinely convince yourself to get out of that headspace.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's why when I upload my content on my channel,
Yeah.
I don't wait for anyone to go first and tap on the like. I'm always number one. Tap on
Yes.
my like because I put in so many energy,
Yep.
patience, to
Yeah.
edit those videos. So
Yep.
I
Mhm.
should tell myself kudos first before
Exactly.
anybody else. I don't
Exactly.
care what YouTube thinks or what
Yep.
anybody out there thinks. Because
Yep.
recently on YouTube there were some groups I was on YouTube. It was like a sub for sub group,
Hmm.
and it was like support me. If you don't support me, I won't support you.
Right.
So I discovered that it wasn't going well for me with those kind of groups. I
Yep.
had to detach myself from them. And I discovered that this period they started badging themselves. Like one person could go to somebody's channel and be like, okay, I'm going to create the content on this person's channel tomorrow.
Yep.
So the next thing she's gonna be on her channel saying, "Oh, recently I went to this person's channel and her banner is so bad. Oh, she
Right.
doesn't
Mm.
have good content. Oh, her content is so poor, you
Yep.
know."
Yep.
And
Exactly.
Mm.
YouTube is paying this person. You're saying the content is bad, you
Right.
know. And
Mm.
when this person had a channel, when she was trying to start a channel, you were not there.
Yep.
She didn't consult you, and all of a sudden you want to be a bully on the internet. Like, what is
Right.
going on?
Yeah. Yep.
So I'm happy I detached myself from those kinds of negative vibes because anything that has to do with negative energy, I run. I run
Yeah.
Mm.
before it catches up with
I was
me.
gonna say, yeah, you got to before it literally attaches to you, because it's like the
Mhm.
negativity, I mean, it's so easy to feed into the negative. It's
Yeah.
easier to do that than to find the positive. So
Mhm.
it's like that's what I end up having to do is genuinely, seek out the positive, in my
Hmm.
especially throughout my day because if I have to deal with any negative shit, it's like
Mhm.
I have to end the day on a positive note. So I will watch something funny or whatever, to get me in a better mood. Um, but I'm like, I just try to remind myself I'm a badass. So.
Yeah, but I need good people. Yeah. I need good people around me always
Yeah.
Mhm.
because I breathe positivity, good vibes.
Right.
I don't like negative energy. No. I'm
Mhm.
Yeah. Because
always far from them.
we're good at bringing ourselves down. We don't need other people to help us do it.
Yeah.
She only deals with my bullshit. Only my bullshit she
Yeah,
deals
right.
with. That's it. Mhm.
Only your bullshit. Sometimes I flush it.
Flush
Right.
it. You flush it. Go ahead. Flush it. Mm.
Sean's like,
Sometimes
I
I
will.
flush the bullshit.
Yep.
Mhm.
Oh
Flush
Lord.
it. Mm.
Man.
You're something else. You are
No.
something else. You are something else. Hmm.
Yeah,
Smart.
there's something else too.
I
She's
know.
smart.
No, I don't like.
I
I,
know.
I love sweet moment, cool moment because at the end of the day, life is extremely short
Yeah.
for any boring activity. You know,
Yep.
Mhm.
for,
Mhm.
for any boring environment, for any negative environment,
Right.
or any envious or jealousy environment. I don't even want to hear it. I don't want to. I don't want to dwell in it. I don't
Yep.
want to breathe it. Let me just be. I prefer to stay on my own and grow than to be
Right.
in a
Mhm.
community where they don't like themselves. They're always fighting, dragging this, dragging. Mm-mm. It's
Yep.
best I be on my own than be with
Yeah.
them. So I'm happy I'm off that circle. I'm
Yes.
Mm.
happy. Like I was
Me
in a
too.
circle of about 3 circles. I was in the first one was where I was extremely active because I
Yep.
needed to grow on my channel. So I was
That's how we
always on
met.
that.
That's how
Yeah,
we met,
I
though.
was
So don't
always on
forget.
that community
Yeah.
doing one thing, doing one research or the other. I discovered that even the person that's opened the group started
Yep.
behaving dysfunctional. You know, started getting to his head. Like he was now believing it's now like a company.
Right.
So I didn't want that. That was not what
Yeah,
I came
no.
for.
No. I
Yeah.
mean, it's so quick to bring you down. It's just,
So I had to take my leave.
Yep.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
took your
I
leave.
mean, I
Yeah.
take so many breaks from being online because it's like it's filled with a lot of negativity, you know what I mean? So it's like
Mhm.
once I take the breather when I come back, I gotta force myself into more of a positive space, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
and
True.
I do good for a while, but then it's like, when people are like, "Oh, I need you," and I go stick by them, it's like I end up in a room full of negative shit, and I'm like, well, you
Mhm.
know,
Yeah.
but
True.
at least I'm like aware too, and I know when to take breathers so it doesn't, rub off on me.
Mhm.
Lisa,
Very true.
is that like the ashtray that you made me? Lisa made me an ashtray for Christmas. I don't even smoke, but I've been using it for like little things, little trinkets and stuff on the
Mhm.
table. I love it. I love it. It's like,
Hmm.
oh, it is. Okay, that's what I thought. And then these two cute little stockings she crocheted me. I was like, I just love you. They're so cute.
Mhm.
So I've been showing them to everybody. I'm like, look what Lisa made me. It's
Yeah.
like, cool.
We'll get
Wow.
stockings, personalized stockings next year. I was gonna get stockings this year, but it wasn't gonna work out with the delivery and stuff to send it to Irene for them and stuff. So the only one really is DHL. UPS and FedEx. They deal with over there, but DHL is more worldwide stuff.
I was just gonna
So
say, yeah.
yeah, So, but they'll have a good Christmas. I'm gonna make sure of that.
These guys,
So they'll
they're
Yeah.
have.
not sleeping.
That's good.
And I feel like, because they're not like, I mean, DHL is big, but I feel like because FedEx and UPS is such a big name, they're so much
Mhm.
more slow during Christmas season than
Yeah.
DHL is,
Mhm.
Oh, it's true.
So I always say, I'm like, well,
True.
if I get the choice, I'm gonna go through DHL too.
Mhm.
It's true
Yep.
because every day because this place we live is close to the airport. So every day I see DHL flights
Yep.
passing. You can see like five of their flights landing.
Oh wow. Yep.
So they are very, very efficient. They are
Yep.
very, very
Mhm.
efficient.
My
Yeah.
literal bedroom window is facing the Fitchburg airport, and I'm like, planes in and out of here all day, every day. I mean,
Mhm.
after like almost 4 years being here, I've gotten used to it. But when we first moved here, it was hard to, have even any quiet time. I mean, I'd be outside with the kids, and it's like every 5 seconds a plane's either going up or coming in, and I'm like, good lord. But I mean, and the kids were excited because they were like, we had just moved out of my ex's and stuff, and they are like, oh my god, we live by an airport.
Right.
Like every time the planes would come in or go out, they're like running to my bedroom window, like I gotta see it. Now they're just like, man, it's another plane.
Mhm. Exactly. It wears out very quickly.
Right.
Mhm.
Uh, these guys are
Yep.
making too much noise. Let me go and check them out. So I have to go down now
Well,
because
thank you.
it's like they went into their rooms with their tablets.
Oh
So
yeah.
I don't think they're sleeping. I thought
Right.
they
I
were
thought
sleeping now.
I thought you just said they were sleeping.
They are not. I mean, I can hear
Oh.
their sound right now with
All
their
right. Well.
tablets.
Peace out. We'll see you
Peace
later.
out.
Peace out.
Love you, Irene.
Later.
Thank you.
See you guys later.
Bye, honey.
All right. Later.
I love her.
Her with that funky accent. That accent gets me more than anything.
Yep,
It's the
I was gonna say
accent.
that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
It is.
Well,
Kirk
that was
got
a
his winter
good
coat because
surprise.
his UPS messed up. That's awesome.
Mhm.
Uh, my brother used to work for UPS, and their winter coats are really nice.
Yeah.
He
They
likes
better be. Yeah.
these, and yeah, they
Yep.
got. I mean, they're thick, they're heavy,
Mhm.
but they don't seem like such a huge jacket, but they are super warm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, they're smart. Whoever they get their their coats made through,
They
those are
do a
the kind
lot
of
of,
coats we need.
yeah.
Let's see what comments I was missing here. Time to smoke, please.
Mm-hmm.
Blaze, you guys out driving around? Or you guys just you're home decoying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Kurt, the chats are very nice. They definitely are, especially when we get um a lovely guest like Irene. She's she's the best. She's the life of the party. Absolutely.
Like, I'm gonna join you too, huh? Kurt said, I'm gonna join you.
Mm-hmm.
Melrose. Oh, okay. From one of your last catches?
Thank you, Justine. We try.
Yeah.
We try. Absolutely.
I know. I'm hoping, people who, are in recovery are like set up a plan, a safety plan for them, in case they're around family who drinks or, uses during the holidays and stuff, or, because I know for me, when I used to like go to my family's house or whatever, it was like, oh, I'd have to quickly leave because, everybody'd be drinking and partying. And it's like, even though I don't drink, it's
Mm-hmm.
the environment, So it's
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm ready to go home, How you doing,
What's
Blaze?
up? What up, Wolf?
Doing pretty good. How's everybody else doing?
Good.
We're good.
It's nice and bright where you are, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm out in Melrose because I ended up doing like a really weird catch, and I didn't think it was actually going to go through, but it wasn't a catch. It was like I was ready to do it, and then a police officer showed up in the parking lot. So I ended up talking with him.
Yeah.
And as I was conversing with the police officer, I had the grinder account in my hand,
Yeah.
and I was showing him the quick text because it was just like that instant.
Right.
So I was showing him the text, and as I'm showing him the text, he's watching the distance go down.
Yeah.
The distance went down to about 400 feet to where you could see the place, the cop in the parking lot, and me and another person talking, conversing with the police.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, I ended up getting a phone call like 2 minutes later after I talked to the police officer, which had me talk to the detective. I mean, I hung up with him. And as soon as I got done with that, I came back to my car, sat down, started conversing, trying to get him to come back.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I get a phone call. I pick up the phone, and the detective's like, just come in, even if he doesn't show up. If anything, if he's within the city, we can track down his IP address and we can go from there.
Right.
I'm like, so you guys are dead serious, dead set about helping us catchers if we get this and we come in, and most of the time we have a hell of a lot more information than what I just gave you. Like,
right.
And so he's like, no, just come in and just do what you got to do. If they don't show up and you happen to have their IP address or they drop their phone numbers and stuff like how we usually do.
Yeah.
And so it was really cool to like converse with them. And I ended up coming up to Melrose to visit one of the guys on here named Tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, really cool guy.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, he said he was with you earlier.
Yeah. Shout out to Tiny. Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, are you? I figured that's how you heard about the cookie comments.
So yeah, that was kind of a catch.
Yeah.
And
It's
so
still a catch. I
I'm
mean, you
waiting for the
decoyed
police
it.
report. I need to see the police report to see if the cops were,
right,
playing with me a little bit, but willing to help if we have more information. That's the good thing. But were they toying with me that night on, going to track down the guy, get the IP address? But when I keep going behind her account, it's not deleted, and he hasn't been on his account in like 6 days, 7 days, like the last time since I've been up here.
Right, right.
So, and then when
Hey,
I went to go
PP.
check it this time, it said that he hasn't been on for that many days, but somehow he's being logged on through a computer instead of his phone, so it's not doing the same thing as it does with the app.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm wondering if IT is actually going through his phone.
Maybe, yeah. I was just gonna
So
say it's
these are a
possible.
lot of assumptions. When I get the report, they're going to email it to me because they don't do it like right on spot. So
Right. I was just gonna ask if they were gonna email it or if they were sending it by mail or how they did that.
yep. So I checked off email. I made sure my email was on there so they could send it to me as soon as possible. And I'll get within a couple of days and probably do an update on that.
Yeah.
I do have one more pred that I'm actually going after because he's just as dumb as the mall pred.
Yeah.
And basically, I could probably get him to, you know, get more charges crossing state lines, coming see the decoy.
Yeah.
And he's really willing to do it. Like, he wanted to do it a couple of days ago, and I'm like, no, I'm not comfortable with that yet.
Right.
So I got to keep playing, as a
Get
kid.
some more info from them.
So, yep. And he's from one of the other states, so he's not from Massachusetts, where I'm from. So,
right. Like I said, which is good because, hopefully you can either get them to come here or to want to, get you to go there, kind of thing.
That was very smart getting him from here over to actual text now. So that way nothing gets.
Yeah.
And,
That's what I've been doing. Like every time I
with
start talking to somebody, I'm screenshotting immediately once the age is dropped and they're okay with it. I'm just screenshotting, everything, every couple of messages that it will, it's enough to show on that screen. I'm screenshotting, next couple of messages on the screen, screenshot, because I'm like, I don't know how certain apps work. Like if they block you or, whatever, if you can lose the messages or if they stay on there, even if they block you, like different apps work different ways and I'm not willing to risk it. So, a lot of them end up just saying, oh, like I had this guy who he literally, mind you, like even Decoy was like laughing. She's like, your decoy picture looks like you're like 11. You better say you're 11. So I've been saying I'm 12, right? But he seen my pic and liked it or whatever. And he goes, messages and he goes, I don't even care how old you are, baby. He's like, call me. What, bro?
Yeah.
Like you just sound straight up grimy. Like I look hella young, and you're just like, I don't care how old you are. Here's my number. Like, ew. Some of y'all thirsty as hell.
Yeah, a little bit too thirsty. That's crazy.
Didn't even ask or nothing. You just straight up said you don't care. Like,
yeah.
Right, Sabrina?
This guy right here, within 25 minutes, and I can look at this from 11:30 to like 11:45.
Yep.
Name, town he lived in, texted me with his real phone number.
Yep.
No confirmation pics.
Right.
And he's like downright talking sexual to the kid.
Yeah, he's gross. Yeah, they are, Sabrina, big time.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably do a live a little later on because I told my girl I'm probably gonna take a break over the Christmas vacation and everything like that. It does take a little away from like family time, trying to rope a dope these guys in and all the work and trying to make sure you got all the screenshots, everything lined up on a flash drive, ready for the cops. Sometimes it gets all jumbled out because So with this guy, he's pretty much like the mall pred, pretty dumb, he already gave me his line of work too.
Yeah.
Which there's only like 2 places he could work in that line. So I was like, okay, well, thank you very much again. So or I keep him conversing with him and telling him, we just wait a little while. I'm nervous right now. I really want to get to know you a little better, so that way I'm not as scared when I meet you in person.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Keep
Yeah.
playing
The more information, the better.
Mm-hmm.
deaf decoy, so I don't have to make the phone calls,
Yep.
because I watch people make the phone call. They're like, I want to jump through the phone and like smash them. Like, I'm glad I don't have to do that part yet.
Right.
Eventually, I'll
Yeah.
find to help me out with that part because
Exactly.
I'm
Yep. Very true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy how some of them be acting, And it does. I mean, you get some of them like, it's easy to block them out, but, like emotionally and mentally, but some of them are just so gross. It's like, ugh, like I would really like to be AT&T, reach out and touch someone instead of I want to reach out and punch someone,
There you go.
you know.
True. Yep.
you
It's
don't have
like,
technology yet.
right. I'm going to invent it just for decoying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
no, I ended up talking to this guy and basically playing it stupid that I'm like new to the scene. He goes, well, you might enjoy top, and this is in the discussion of text. You might enjoy top. Most people don't enjoy bottom because it's too painful, but he goes into detail because I go, what's top anyway?
Yeah.
So I made him actually go into detail of what
Right.
top was or what bottom was. And then he says, I really think you'd enjoy this. So, he really just kind of fucked himself altogether. And once I get just the last tidbit of information on him,
Yeah.
and I'm going to see if I can get it in text, which is even better.
Right.
But I just need to somehow, just keep it going until they actually start sending the pics.
Yep.
Because that's where it really gets a good charge put on as well.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Thank you, Jackson. Have a good day. Yeah, I agree. And I mean, like I said, the more information, the better. The more, the more it's like the more you talk to them, it's just better all around. You know what I mean? You're getting more information, to prove their identity with,
Quadruple texting the kid, like, well, he's trying to do his homework, or he's busy doing something, or just not answering, and he just keeps sentence, and then 2 minutes later, another sentence.
They're needy.
It's like, oh, okay, we're gonna play this game, so I kind of do the same thing back to him.
Yeah.
Just screw with him. But apparently, he's liking it and feeling like closeness. So,
right.
It is.
Yeah, because I was gonna say they're hella needy sometimes,
My stomach hurting a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah.
Because this kid's 14 years old. Go
Yep.
ahead, pick this kid up, and then bring him back to his house.
Right.
Lines.
So crazy. It's insane what they're willing to do. Like, it just, I mean, it's like, it don't really shock me anymore, but I'm still just like, why? All that for, I mean, you could find way better things in an adult.
Yeah. It's really sad. I'm deaf. I have a bad back. I'm not really a good looking guy. I can get myself a girl that's of age or above. Like,
right.
I can't let anybody else do that. It's not that hard. There's plenty of people out there. You just have to get off your ass and go get it.
I was just going to say, it's just a matter of looking. And, I mean, a lot of them get to the point where, and you can tell they just don't have like social skills, I guess you would say. They just want to take the easy way. You know what I mean? So they're like, don't care, It's
well,
disgusting.
They get so much now. Because back in the day, they would actually have to have puppies, candy, bands, all that shit. They would actually have to work a hell of a lot harder than they do now. Now it's just sticking their hand in the candy dish, seeing what they can find.
Right. Yeah. That's why I
It's
said I'm surprised they don't still. I mean, they do, still have the big white rapey vans,
mm-hmm.
But I'm I half expect these mofo's to come out with freaking ice cream, truck music, the puppy out the back door,
Mhm.
and they just they just don't seem to not care, you know. Not they're like, oh, we don't have to put in any effort these days. This is great.
Right.
Like, the hell. That's why I said I would love to be able to help teach kids, to be safe online,
Mhm.
Yeah, and the
True.
only way to do it is just keep preaching it on the internet for them to keep watching their kids' devices, and
Yep.
you're not there to be their friend. They get mad at you. Well, guess what?
Right.
Your job. You're being a parent.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's the one thing
Mhm.
you should be happy that they're getting mad at you about, but you're not happy that they're getting mad at you. Happy that you're doing something to make sure that they're safe, and it doesn't matter if they're mad.
Right.
Hey,
Absolutely.
what's up, JFK?
Hey, JFK.
Yeah,
Sadly, I was married to the
myself,
phone.
I haven't had the comments popping up, so
Yep.
I haven't been able to jump in.
I had a parent tell me that we're just trying to scare the parents. What? Like, bro, no, this is a thing. What do you mean we're trying to scare parents? Like,
I actually had a compliment of a lady on there that was watching this, and she was watching it. Her daughter came up behind her or something like that and said, "Isn't that the store down the road?" So she had her watch it after it was my second catch
yep,
to make her realize and educate her daughter, and that's what she said. I was like,
right.
"Oh, cool."
Mhm.
Wow. Yep.
You
Yeah.
know, it's actually really uplifting to a really good feeling, a pat on the back.
Yes.
It's good to
Yep.
hear.
The
Yeah.
support it's
What
mad helpful.
you
Hey,
know,
Tony.
Mhm.
Yep.
as someone who wasn't actually, a part of the group that was out in the open that just saw that video randomly. That's
Mm-hmm. Yep. It definitely makes you feel good knowing that it's actually being, you know, looked at, like people are watching.
yep.
Yep. True.
Uh,
'Cause that's what I
uh,
said with the heat
catch.
that comes from decoying and catching and, the negativity about it. Um, I'm just so glad that there is so much positivity, to offset that.
Mhm.
That catch. The
Mhm.
detective helped me. They're going forward with the charges. It's got to be going to court.
Yay. Good.
So
Nice.
another one.
Oh yeah. That's awesome. Unfortunately, we don't have to try to scare. Yeah, exactly, Justine. I don't
Eventually,
know if Sean pinned that or not, but
Very
eventually,
true. Yep.
here probably going to New Hampshire, or I may be staying in Mass. But if I move to New Hampshire, I'll be starting to do catches out there.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and as long as you're doing, researching, the area, I mean, you might be fine. And you can always go in and, even having a conversation with them there, and just
Yep.
seeing how they feel about that sort of thing in their town. You know, you don't even have to say you're necessarily thinking about moving there, just, that you may have a couple of them in that area, and just was curious, ahead
Mm-hmm.
of
Mhm.
time how they felt about it.
True.
The little girl that got killed by the FedEx driver also raped a 16-year-old and an 8-year-old, has been telling everyone. No one believed her. What? Really?
Wow.
That's insane. That's sad. That is so sad. I feel like that's been on the news, right?
Yeah.
I thought it's been on the news recently. That's crazy. It's
Yep.
so sad because it's like, I don't understand why it's so hard for people to believe these kids.
Mhm.
It's like one of the
Yeah,
biggest problems we have.
like kids
True.
should believe first be on a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah.
Even if you have the little what if they're,
Right.
both, but what i- what if should not even go into your mind.
Right.
Mhm.
Like, you go ahead, you get the reports done, you get everything taken care of, and
Mhm.
the other person tell their side of the story. And later on, if your kid ends up breaking down saying, I was lying about this, blah, 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 because I was mad at them, then you fix the situation.
Right.
Mhm.
But until then, you got to be on your kid's side, like 100%, doesn't matter who it is.
Yep. That's what I always say. Believe first and ask questions later. You know what I mean?
You know,
Mhm.
That's crazy,
True.
Sabrina. She said, I had a kid come forward and her mom told her it was all her fault that
Mm.
she was raped. I was just frozen. That's so sick. People are insane.
Yeah, it's crazy. Mhm. Very true.
And it's sad because the kids need to be believed. You know what I mean? It's like you don't know how many other adults they have in their lives that are saying, I don't believe you when they're
Mhm.
screaming this, from the top of their lungs. Like, it's just so wrong. So
30
wrong.
report her missing.
Huh?
I'm reading Kurt's
Well, yeah. It
took
is. It's a long time.
1 days to report her daughter missing.
I wouldn't, I don't understand, like, how can it take you that long? You know what I'm saying? Like, I would notice within minutes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like my kids are, I mean, they'll tell you. They're right up underneath me. I don't even like them running ahead of me very much because I don't trust people,
no,
Yeah.
you know.
not
Absolutely.
So I would know.
yeah.
31 days? No.
Mhm.
Hell no. Couldn't do it.
When you're in
It's
this
like
business, you second
one,
guess everyone.
you know what I
Yep.
mean?
Mhm.
That's the first
True.
thing I would think. It's
Casey
crazy.
Anthony? Maybe. I don't know.
Oh yeah, maybe, yeah. It is crazy to think it took 31 days. I mean, that's a freaking long time. That's a
Mhm.
month worth of time.
We say
Like,
like 3 days. It has to be over a certain amount of days.
where the hell is, where the hell is your mindset if it's taking you
Mhm.
that fucking long? You know?
True. Yep.
Oh, he said he is talking about her. So, well, we know where her mindset was, busy partying and clubbing because she didn't give a shit.
Yeah. Yeah. She was something else.
Yeah,
Hmm.
she was. Big time.
Yeah. Mhm. Definitely sleeping with that lawyer, Jose
Yeah.
Baez. You know, that's
Yep.
for sure.
I think so too, Kurt. I believe that 1,000%.
Yeah.
I said I don't understand where people had any doubt that she did. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Her own mother said the trunks smelled like there'd been a bee in there.
Mhm. Yeah. And the parents covered up crazy too, like in the
Right.
beginning. So.
So it's like, you know what I mean? Like you would think that because they were being so, hush hush on a lot of shit that if the mom's saying some shit, it's probably pretty fucking bad.
Mhm.
you know?
True.
Like I just can't I couldn't understand any of it. I'm like, I just don't get why. I mean, I would have, that chick would have been in court and would have been in jail in the same day. No,
Mhm.
no next, court date.
Yeah.
No, nothing. No, sorry.
Stone
So,
her to death. Do what they do in the other countries. Stone her to death.
yeah,
Or firing squad. You
yeah,
know. Mhm.
yeah. Or
Mhm.
like Irene's Jungle Justice for that one.
Jungle justice too. Oh, that's bad. You don't want that. Oh
Yeah,
man. Hmm.
yeah.
Yep. Mhm.
My son
Absolutely.
is the only reason I stayed with her for 16 years. Yeah, I bet, Kurt. We do a lot that we,
Mhm.
don't want to do or wouldn't normally do, for the better of our kids, or so we think, for the better
Mhm.
of our kids. you know.
Exactly. It's true.
Absolutely not, Justine. I wouldn't either. Nope.
JFK.
Market basket. When the not guilty verdict, I yelled in my I love you, JOK.
Mm.
I'm in Market Basket. I yelled, what the fuck?
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
would have too.
that was crazy. Mhm.
It was sad I had to leave, but look, he's in school to be a K-9 officer now, and God, his dad and him, Justine, will tell you she has been an amazing mother to him. He loves her. Oh, that's good, Kurt. So, well, it was all better for him, that he didn't stay.
Mhm.
You got you a better someone,
True.
for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, I went through it too. I stayed for 9 years and I, shouldn't have.
Mhm.
But we do stupid shit sometimes thinking we know what's best for our kids and end up realizing it would have been way better if it went in the other direction, you know.
Mhm.
But Kurt gave me Jordan, such a great kid. That's awesome, Justine. I forgot, Kurt, you said he was going to school for being a K-9 officer. So that's awesome. Good for him. Good for him, for sure. Oh, you're so sweet, JFK.
Where's my sleep at? Hi, Peanut. Hi.
Want to put that on the charger for me? No? Okay. Okay, then. I'll just put it on the charger after. My son hands me the switch and he's like looking at me. I'm like, you want to go put that on the charger maybe? He's like, okay,
Mm.
I'll do it. Like, okay, then.
Exactly.
Just
Right.
thought I'd ask in case you might have been thinking about it. I love you too, JFK. You rock for sure.
Mhm.
Just in case you were wondering.
We love you, JFK. Just in case you were wondering, we love you.
Right?
Yes.
That's true, Kurt. The dog will be his guardian, He's going to
Mhm.
protect him at all costs, It's cool that they're so close with their owners,
Mhm.
So,
True.
It was 4 before we went on.
absolutely. JFK is really good people, for
Mhm.
sure. I adore her to pieces.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys got going on after this, Blaze? What are you guys doing?
I'm just dropping a line out there, and I've been here less than an hour, like 35, 36 minutes. One,
Yep.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys have hit my decoy up.
Oh, wow.
Just the
That's
decoy.
Wow.
Yeah, I haven't done the age drop or talked or any of them. I'm just letting them keep a picture and keep
right.
like 8 people less than 45 minutes.
Mhm.
Wow.
Like
Last time it was
to this town and the
16.
cops are to go after them. I
Yeah, I was
gotta
gonna say.
here and do Airbnb in February
Yeah.
for real. Get like a few of them or something like that.
Mm.
Yeah, like I said, you should figure out like a time frame, like second week in February or whatever, and just make a like a GoFundMe, or
Mhm.
something, like a Facebook donation link or whatever,
No, I definitely will. It's just I'm thinking about doing it toward the end of February and the
Right.
beginning so that way, it gives me enough time to, collect all my data, put it on flash drives, and start getting people set up for that day, that type of
Yep.
thing. Sure, I have
Yep.
all the people converse back and forth.
Right.
You know how
Mhm.
that goes, but yeah,
Mhm.
I'm thinking about doing a sting house, and I talked to PP Mass about it,
Mhm.
and he said, he might be on board with it. So we're going to talk a little more and see what happens. And, so at the end of February, beginning of March, we'll do a sting house one night and see what
Yep.
happens, how it goes. And if we get more than one, then we're going to start doing that a little more often because the Airbnbs are like $75 a night, $100
Yeah.
a night somewhere around here. And they're really not that bad. And
No. There's some nice ones.
have to catch the guys to get them to, show up, then so be it.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, I always said the sting houses are always a better idea. It's better than going and getting a room somewhere where you're paying like $150 a night for one night, and you're confined into one room where you can get a whole house,
Mhm.
um, for cheaper or about that much, you know what I mean? And
Mhm.
you have all that space to set up, little GoPros or cameras, whatever, around the house, and you know, just turn it to
But
a big thing for like a weekend or something.
yeah, after my 10th catch, I'm going to kind of lay low for a little bit. I mean,
Mhm.
this one might be a catch, but I'm not going to include that one. I want, visual talk to them, get the
Right.
interview. So basically, my 10th catch, I'm going to take a break until then. So that way, yeah, I can clean up everything, make sure I have all my past catches on one flash drive. So that way I could just store it away
Yep.
and start with a clean slate, basically.
Right. Yep. There you
Mhm.
go. That would be a good idea. That'll be
Yeah,
Very
a good
true.
idea for sure.
Mhm.
playing is not easy. We both
Yeah,
know.
it's not. It is not. Absolutely. Well, you guys, I'm gonna end a bit early so I can put on some warm clothes before I go wait out for the bus for Chase.
Mhm.
Um, and maybe find some cough drops or something for my throat. It's killing me.
Mhm. Yeah.
Thank you, Vlad. I love you.
Yeah. So everybody, peace out, and we'll see you next time.
Take it easy, guys. Bye bye.
Later.
Bye,
Later,
guys.
everyone.
See you next week.